Welcome, Victor, and I think we can start. Thank you so much for coming by. I know you're a busy person, but thank you for creating time.
You're very welcome.
So I think, as I told you guys earlier, that today we're going to talk about how to start investing as a young beginner person who wants to invest. And Victor is going to take us through on how to start, what to avoid, and even recommendations on how to learn and the information you need to first find out. So Victor, take it up.
Okay, so first of all, my name is Victor. I'm here in the beautiful city of Toronto. I'm an electrical engineer, but I'm very passionate about investing. So that's why you see I even have a book under my belt. So anything about investing, ranging from real estate, small business, stocks, bonds, all included. So I know most people first they will want to know what exactly is investment, right? Yeah. So normally, yeah, investment is pretty much you are investing money in return of profit or dividend, any way you wanna call it, or you can consider it as a means of generating income on the broad picture. But before we even go to investment, why don't we talk about where does investment falls in? Because there are 4 ways people make money.
Absolutely.
I call it the 4 layers of income sources. Robert Kiyosaki called it the cash flow quadrant. So you have the employer, the employee, which we do the 9 to 5. We have the self-employed, which you are your own boss. You take care of matters.
Exactly.
Then we also have business, and then last but not the least, we have investment. So investment is the last in the quadrant. So when you look at it, employer, self-employed, they all fall under what is called active income.
Okay.
Which means you have to go to work every day. You have to put in the hours to make that money. While business and investment falls under passive income.
Okay.
Which means you don't have to be there. So people can be in Africa, Europe, working for you while you relax, you enjoy your leisure. It's called leverage. So that's why you see most people are struggling to move from employee or self-employed to the other side, which is business. Because employee and self-employed, there is only 24 hours a day. It's called saturated income. I haven't seen any human being that will work 24 hours a day. The most you will work is 12. And that's time. So the way to go is investment and business. So that's what investment is all about.
Perfect. So tell us a bit about what is an investment and what is the difference between an investor and a trader?Maybe just for people to, because there's a lot of confusion. Sometimes people don't really understand.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, you have investors and you have traders. So there's a little bit of difference. When you look about investors are people who look at the long term, the growth. They want to invest and give it time to grow. Because when you think about investment, even if you invest in real estate or stocks or bonds or business, it takes time to grow. So investors are people who are patient. They look about the future, they invest today, the power of compounding. After a couple of years, they see good return. So think of investors as long-term and they are patient. Traders are people who comes in, it's a high frequency. They just want the money right now, instantly. So you can see that in Forex, which is a way of trading. You can also see that in stocks. In stocks, they call it day trading. So you just come in today, buy some stocks, flip it, you make money right away. Just like in real estate, you buy a house today, you flip it, you sell it, you make your money. So traders, they don't want time, they want the money right now.
Right then.
And that's why you see, on the most part, traders sometimes they are so stressful, because if you make a simple mistake on that first day, you ruin everything.
Wow.
I've seen a lot of day traders where they buy stock thinking it will move from $5 to $10, but instead it takes the reverse. It goes to $3 instead. So it defeats the purpose. So investors, minded people, they look forward. Traders is right now.
Wow, wow, wow. That is a really good explanation, because sometimes people really don't understand who is a trader, who's an investor. So that is a really good explanation of that. And I think let's go to the practices and how to start as a beginner, especially.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a very good question, because on the most part, people want to know how to get into investment.
Yes.
I said, when you talk about investment again, people should get it in their mind. You can invest in real estate, which most of us Africans, we know, we understand it very well. You buy a property, you make money. You can invest in small business, which means you operate your own business. You can invest in stocks, which I am proficient. I'm an expert in stocks. That's what is giving me a lot of money. You can also invest in bonds, which buy government bonds. They are very secure, because if you buy bonds for like the government, there is no way, there's not too much risk, but the growth potential is not that much like buying stocks.
Okay.
So whatever you decide to invest in, the first thing you want to do is that get educated in that investment venture. If you invest in any sector without a complete knowledge, guess what? You will crash. It's just a matter of time. Especially with stock market is the worst. If you invest in the stock market with not even half knowledge, if you take the stock market workshop halfway without doing risk management or financial statement, it's like a time bomb. You might make $1,000, $10,000, but it's gonna catch you when you start going to $25 or $30,000. So the first advice: get the full education.
Okay.
And then the second way to trade as a beginner is look for a good platform. So if it is stock market, try to get a broker which is international, because you want to be able to, if you're in Europe or America or Africa, you want to still be able to trade. There are some brokers, like in the US, Robinhood is US only. In Canada, there is Wealthsimple, which is Canadian only. So there's something like Interactive Broker, which is worldwide.
Okay.
And also fees do matter. So sometimes you invest and then they manage it for you. You pay like management or commission fees. You might think that is little. They might say 5%, 10%. If you invest $100, 5% is small, is little. What if you start investing 50,000 like the big guns, or 100,000? 5% is a lot.
Wow, yeah.
So look for brokers with little or no commission. That's the second thing you have to do. Investigate which broker to use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the next thing you have to do is always start small. Anything you are doing, start small, because even if you happen to fail, you will not lose a lot.
Okay.
Just go into any investment with all your savings. That's a big risk, because if that happens,
that can be risky.
That's why you see some people go bankrupt and then they pack their things and go back to the village.
Oh my goodness.
All their lifetime savings, and then they just jumped into something.
Wow. In fact, when a deal is too good, someone wants to just, jump ship very fast.
Exactly. They call it baby steps. So start slowly. Baby steps. Baby steps.
Very important.
Next thing, as a first-time investor, is try to diversify.
Okay.
If you watch my channel, which is right there,
yes, a.k.a. Universe on YouTube.
Yeah, you will notice that I invest in real estate, I invest in stocks, I invest in bonds, I do a little bit of affiliate marketing, I have online courses that people take. So I have a broad variety. I have like 9 sources of income.
Wow.
So which means if one goes down, like right now, the stock is not doing well this week. And I have people who are panicking, they're crying, but it doesn't bother me because I have money coming elsewhere.
Exactly.
Diversification is good. Try to diversify it slowly. If it is in stock, when you buy stocks of high-tech companies like Apple, Google, try to get stock in the medical field like Pfizer, Moderna. Try to get
exactly
fashion and beauty like Lancome, L'Oreal. Like I know you are in beauty.
Yes.
You get those stocks as well. So
Very true.
Yeah, so that's the 4 main or 5 main ways to get into investing or trading. My YouTube analytics shows that over 75% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel yet. So please press on the red juicy subscribe button and smash the bell icon to be notified anytime I upload a new video.
So when a beginner wants to start, let's say, investing, what are the possible risks maybe that someone can come across, or something that you can just avoid?
Okay, good. Yeah, that's a very good question, because in every business or every investment that you get into, it comes with risk.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with risk. A typical example when it comes to investing in companies like in the stock market.
Yeah.
The worst case scenario is insolvency or bankruptcy. So what does that mean? It means that you invest in a company and the company goes bankrupt.
Wow.
That's the worst case scenario. And when a company goes bankrupt in the Western world, they are protected by an exchange commission. So you don't go there and start putting their furnitures out as we do in developing world. It is your mistake because you did not evaluate the company correctly.
Okay.
You see, the reason for something like the stock market in the Western world is for companies to come in to get funds from people. So companies raise funds to grow and expand, while me and you, we also go in and invest to make money. So we are investors. So we are both protected by the exchange commission. So if you don't evaluate a company very well, like if you look at a company, their assets and their liability doesn't match, or negative net worth, guess what? They will not do well.
Okay.
At the worst case, if they go bankrupt, then you lose, because what will happen now is that a third party will try to recuperate all their properties and then sell it to pay back shareholders.
Yeah.
So if you have half of it, then you should be even lucky.
Exactly, because sometimes you can lose.
Yeah.
Most times.
So that's one of the greatest risks, bankruptcy or something shutting down. The next one, if you are in business or real estate, in real estate, getting a property without insurance, that's another risk. In case there is flood and it collapses, you lose all your money. With unforeseen circumstance, there is earthquake, there are a lot of things that happen. There's flood. If you live in the south state of the US, flood can carry a house one day. So you need insurance to
very important.
Something like that,
Yes.
So those are possible. Those are the 2 worst case scenarios.
Okay.
Small business, if you don't research about the business well, and the numbers doesn't match and you shut down, that's another risk, which still links up to do your research before getting into any business. It's very important to know what you are going into, so you know the pros and cons.
Okay, that's really, really well explained. And then I want to take up a question from Rita, and he says, what is better, real estate or stock market? Maybe just to give an insight.
Wow, that's a good question. Let me put my glasses on. Let me tell you something, Leah. Most people don't understand. Stock market is the most lucrative investment venture on earth. In terms of market cap, it is hidden. from the normal people like you and me. Only the rich people and the elite class knows about stock market. The only catch with stock market is that you need the education. And even to find the education is very difficult.
Exactly.
The workshops are, Robert Kiyosaki is doing a workshop for $5,000.
Wow.
While I am doing mine for 1,000. If you don't have the education in stock market, you cannot even go in because you don't even know where to start. Most people who are in stock, they don't have the education. That's why they cannot make money, because when they make small profit, they pull it very fast because they are scared to lose. If you have the education, you will go in with confidence. So to answer the question of Rita, stock market is here. There is no second, real estate is third.
Wow.
So if you want to look at investment, stock and real estate, there is first stock market, nobody in the second, and then third is real estate.
Wow.
The richest person in the world, Warren Buffett, is rich because of stock market. You see why Americans are the top 10 richest people in the world are Americans. You know why? It's because of the stock market.
Wow.
Every one of them, they are linked into the stock market in one way or the other. Think about it. Jeff Bezos of Amazon, he made that money because people bought their stocks. Elon Musk from Tesla, he made that money because people are buying Tesla every day.
Like, I don't know, everybody wants to buy Tesla now.
Yeah. The guy, Warren Buffett is even the best because all he does is the stock market, no other business. He buys company. When he becomes a majority shareholder, he owns the company. So now, if 10 richest people in the world are in a particular investment venture, what does that tell you? Real estate is way far from stock market. We Africans, we were thinking real estate is the best.
Exactly. And that comes to like the mindset the mindset people have, like, you know what, real estate is like, you know, the only business you have to get in, because also they think probably the risk factor is a bit low. So that is something that always makes people to like go into an investment because of the risk.
To learn how to invest in the stock market like a pro, like a real pro, enroll to my online course today, which is called Growing Well with Stocks. The link is in the description below.
Wow. Because, you know, sometimes, as you said, knowledge is power. When you don't understand, you feel like, okay, you know what, I'll put my money here and think that I will get something after some time. But I mean, if you can do something that can give you better money, why not invest in yourself? Take up a course, take up some coaching so that you can be able to learn, understand how to do, you know, how to get into the stock, if it's stock that you're interested in, or how to get into a certain field, that if it's real estate or something. Because I think people sometimes a bit, how can I say it, a bit selfish. You want really to understand, or you want to get into something, but also you don't want to invest in yourself, which I feel like it's very important to invest first in yourself before you go outside there. Because what is risky? Getting all your money into investing in something than to take a fraction and invest in yourself. Tell us something about that.
That's a very good point. People want to make money, but they don't want to invest. So it's like you are going ahead and you are coming back. When you become an investor, there's something that they call integrity. You need integrity. You don't want to be in a situation where you embarrass yourself. Just imagine you invest $5,000 and you lose all that money. You will even be ashamed to tell somebody. Because if they ask you, why did you invest it? And you said, Sister Jane just said I should buy this stock and invest. So you just bought it like that without investing or without evaluating the company. On the most part, you feel embarrassed. So try to get that integrity where you deal with something the right way. It's just like people playing lottery. We all know lottery is you are buying that fantasy mansion, but it's not going to happen. So you spend that money and then you lose money. You are even ashamed to tell people.
That's very true.
The good thing about investment is that you can control your destiny. If I buy a stock today, I will tell you that this stock, I'm foreseeing that I buy it 5,000. I'm foreseeing that by June, it will be 50,000. So I control my destiny because I am knowledgeable about the field.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. That is very true, because I think it's very important to also to mention that for people to understand, because we want to look at the other side of the money, but we don't look at, do we understand it? It's like getting into an exam room without having made your research. So there is no way you will really pass those exams.
Exactly. You'll be trying to copy from your friends.
You know, that's very true. Knowledge is power. Yes, Marie, that knowledge is power. And Tessie says, this brother surely knows what he's talking about. Yes, please check him out on his channel, Victor V Universe, on YouTube, and you will see a lot of informative videos that can guide you. He's also gives coaching sessions. So if you want to understand on how to invest, you can do that. And for those who are joining, there is this book, Growing Wealth Passively, which you can get on Amazon. You can read. There is a lot of 9 ways how to make money, how to make passive income. So you can check this out on Amazon, and it will give you a lot of guidelines.
To know and understand which stock to buy, which is fundamental analysis, to also know when to sell the stock, which is technical analysis, plus one-on-one phone call with me, and a portfolio update, join my Patreon group. Link in the description below.
So thank you so much, Victor, for coming by and your time. And I'm going to leave all the link down here so you can check him out. And I hope you guys have learned a lot. I have really learned a lot personally. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Wild Passion, thank you, Leah, thank you, Victor. Everybody is saying thank you. So that was a very insightful, informative session. I have learned so much, and I'm going to replay this LS again to, to get a recap of everything. Thank you so much, Victor.
No, you're very welcome.
Okay, so I thank you guys. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video. Kindly please leave a comment down below how you what you learned or what you think about this session and what you think we can discuss for the next session. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.